Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hockey Mock Motovlog.
I'm Alex.
I'm Jeff, and today's video is what we took for granted. So it's a really interesting title saying what we took for granted, but something dawned on us before we shot this video, and we were actually talking about it obviously before we shot this, and we figured it was worth a video. So we've talked before that we are in southeastern Massachusetts. We're just north of Cape Cod. So we're not on Cape Cod, we're off of it, and that's about the only information we're going to give people. The reason for that is because apparently people like to show up at your shop. It hasn't happened to us, but it's happened to other people. So it was a tip we got from some motovloggers. So 4 hours, not really a long time. In 4 hours, we can be in 6 different states. That's right, 6. So if you look at a map, we can be in New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. If you count Mass, that's 7. In 4 hours, we're in 7 different states. Now, granted, you're probably not going to do all of that in 4 hours, but the reason this came up is a buddy of mine attended a wedding up here in north of where he was just south of Boston, and he lives in Greenwich, Connecticut, and he grew up around here with me, went to school with me, but the point is he had to go to a wedding. He was like, yeah, bud, it's only 2.5 hours, door to door. And I was like, dude,
That's on a car one.
True, but he drives like an old man. No offense, bud, sorry if you're watching
Well,
this.
he probably got it on the expressway at a decent time, so.
Yeah, that's true. Point is, he lives in very southern Connecticut, and he was in just south of Boston in about 2.5 hours. Which led us, so Alex is a truck driver. He's talked about this. I work for a railroad, which I've talked about a little bit, but not really. In 4 hours, we can be in New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, New York, Rhode Island, Connecticut. And if you count the other side of Massachusetts, 7 states. We speculated that you can pretty much go from Connecticut to Maine in about 3 hours.
Give or take.
Yeah, and that's taking I-95 all the way up, cutting through or around Boston, into New Hampshire, into Maine, and yeah, you won't see Vermont, but it is what it is. So the reason for this is when TJ and Steph were up here, they were making a whole Northeast tour, and I said, oh, you guys forgot Vermont. So we ended up running up 91 to 89 to go to Ben & Jerry's and come back. So there's a reason for this, and this is why we took it for granted. This old girl, she got a GoPro mount. Thanks, bud. Here's the problem. I have an original GoPro from 2012, which if you know anything about technology, it has come leaps and bounds since 2012, and the footage I actually had on it was from my Sportster days, and it was trash. So, Alex has got a Hero 3 Plus over there and a Hero 9 inside the house, and this is where this video is kind of tying to. So, it's coming to the end of the riding season, probably got another month or so, give or take, depending on snow and weather, on how much longer we can ride. So before this video, we've been talking about getting Sena head units or headsets. We've decided we are going to go with the Sena 10C Evo, I think it's called. So it's an action camera. So it's kind of a moto vlogging set all in one. You have a camera, it has the microphone built in, and you can still communicate with each other. Granted, the last video we did was about Alex's helmet and how we can flip up and talk to each other, which is nice at a stoplight. However, when you're running down the highway, yeah, it doesn't work. So, point of this video is this. We took for granted that we can be in 6 different states in 4 hours, depending on how you travel, and we want to hear from you guys. So, one of the things that was taken for granted is we can go from the beaches of Cape Cod to the mountains of Vermont or New Hampshire, depending whereabouts, the coast of Maine, Newport, Rhode Island, Connecticut, in a very short amount of time. So with looking at other moto vloggers, we've realized after a quick YouTube search, wasn't too extensive, there's not a lot of people shooting videos of New England.
And the only one that we really know of, we had on the channel. So.
Yeah. And I mean, Pete does some great work. If you don't know who he is, it's 508 Dyna. Go check him out. He's a great guy. It was a great interview, and I know he does that riding for Austin. And it was a great interview, but that's not what this is about. So with the action cameras coming in over the winter, which we're hoping we both get We hate the word snow, but we're hoping we get some snow so we can plow and make some money so we can buy all the stuff we want. So with that being said, we're gonna both, or I might end up getting a GoPro, we're on the fence, but we're definitely getting the 10C Evos to shoot. So we're trying to keep this video under 8 minutes today. We want to hear from you guys what you want to see. Do you want?
That was Jameson, if you don't know about him yet.
Of course, bud. So we want to hear, do you want to see Vermont? Which we're going to tell you right now, there's not a whole hell of a lot. It's the land of Bernie Sanders and maple syrup. Unless you snowboard or ski, and then you have plenty to do up there. You do have the Green Mountains. Sorry, White Mountains is New Hampshire. So New Hampshire's got the Kangamangas and a bunch of other fun stuff to do. Connecticut, there's some beautiful roads, beautiful scenery, a lot of cool stuff to see.
A lot of casinos.
There's a couple casinos there. Rhode Island, there isn't a whole bunch of stuff, but there is some stuff, so we are excited to show you guys that. We'll probably go down to Newport. Massachusetts, we've got Plymouth, we've got Boston. Western Mass is beautiful.
The Berkshires, which actually we might try and get some of that footage this year while we are in the fall season. Like I said, New Hampshire, you've got the beaches, you've got the Kangamangas, you've got the White Mountains, all good stuff. Maine, you've got Portland, Bentley's Biker Bar is a good time. Arcadia National Forest, that's a little ways up, but still pretty good stuff. So, we want you guys to drop down below. Hey, Jameson. We want you guys to drop down below and give us a comment. What do you want to see? So, part of this is other motovloggers capture the rest of the country. There's not a lot of people doing it up here. So, we were trying to get interviews. COVID made that difficult to tell. That's where we're at now. So, next season, this is going to be Motovlog, and we want to hear what you guys want to see. Do you want to see the Kangamangas, which you have footage of, which we're still having some technical difficulties with? Do you want to see Maine? Do you want to see Vermont? Do you want to see Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Cape Cod? Let us know. So down below, leave us a comment what you guys want to see, what you think you might want to see. Whatever is what it is. So do us a favor, hit the bell notification. It'll tell you when we upload a video. Hit the like button, leave a comment down below. Until next time, keep the rubber down and shiny up.